I just want to give my quick thoughts on what we all just witnessed. That debate was one of the most incredible things I have ever witnessed. An entire political campaign in one night just completely imploding. I'm still gathering my thoughts, and I was watching CNN and their panels like 2 hours or 3 hours after the debate ended, just mesmerized by the fact that like the entire CNN panel, which obviously is biased towards Joe Biden, all openly talking about him stepping down and like another person taking over, another candidate for the Democratic Party. I'm just like, first of all, who would that even be? We're pretty close to the election. Early voting starts in September. So they wouldn't even have time to campaign if they picked someone by the convention in August. Like, this is all just this is uncharted territory here. I don't know if it's actually going to happen. I think it's just people's initial reaction to how awful Biden's performance was. But man, it's not even like Trump did a great job, but he didn't have to. He won by default because of Biden just clearly seeming like he just wasn't all there. He had no idea what was going on. You couldn't even if you agreed with what he was saying on issues like abortion and other stuff, couldn't even understand what he was even saying half the time. And Trump even took a jab at him and was making fun of that. And yeah, it's just clearly Biden is in serious trouble. The indication was that he was, even before this debate. Like the whole point of it was to help, bring in some undecided voters. That is clearly not going to happen at this point. I think this election is pretty much decided. Even if they try to bring in Kamala or Gavin Newsom or someone else, I just think it's too little too late at this point. They had 3.5 years to decide they wanted to go with someone else. And I think that ship has sailed. I mean, they could try, but I don't think it's going to really change the outcome of the election at this point. Just wow. I'm still like just stunned at this whole thing. I didn't expect this. Honestly, I did not expect this. I expected Biden to do a lot better. As far as Trump goes, I mean, it's what I expected. That's the thing. It's not like Trump is like he made a complete fool out of himself compared to what what he's already demonstrated in the past, in past debates, and just the past 8 years he's been a politician. So no one's gonna really be like, oh, watching this debate, I don't support Trump anymore. I just can't. But a lot of people for Biden, that certainly seems to be the case. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how the polls, if the race changed significantly. I think it probably has, but I mean, I just don't see how Biden really has a path forward at this point, unless Trump gets into something horrible. But I just don't. Yeah, this is going to be a blowout, complete blowout, and not even necessarily because they're all like loving Trump. There's just people are not going to turn out for Biden. They're going to stay home. But Trump, the enthusiasm in his base is obviously significantly stronger at this point. I don't know. It's like I said, very unprecedented to see something like this happen, where the main candidate clearly he is unwell. He is not well. I mean, he spent a week in Camp David preparing for this, and that's the performance he gave. What is he doing on a day-to-day basis in the White House? Talking to foreign leaders and that kind of thing. What is going on behind the scenes? Because they've been saying about how, all these videos showing him stumbling and him not looking good, it's all fabricated and this and that. Like, that's the entire narrative that's been pushed as much as recently as right before the debate started. Now, you even have top Democratic officials saying, yeah, we got to do something about this. So that tells you everything you need to know about how awful of a performance it was for Biden. Even if it wasn't a great one for Trump, again, he still just kind of won by default because of how awful Biden looked. So it is what it is.